What's good? It's your boy Art from Art by Art LLC. I'm a sneaker artist. I am a toy maker and paint anything that I want to paint when I feel like painting it. And I
like
am
that.
from the Los Angeles area.
I am Jason of J High Art. I am from the Chicagoland area. And yeah, man, you pretty much summed it up. I paint what I feel like painting. I do what I want. I do it all from shoes to murals to canvas paintings,
Yes,
custom
sir.
clothing. Hey, if paint sticks, I'm painting it.
And together we are artists.
Artist.
Unhinged.
Unhinged.
Oh man, what's good with you?
Oh, man. Excited for this weekend, man. I get to be in LA for the weekend.
Yeah, it is this weekend.
It is. Trying to rub elbows with the right people.
Man, be in the right spaces at the right time. That's all it takes
Yes, sir,
sometimes.
it does. I need that in my life right now. But you'll go ahead and kick it off with let our fans know the greatness of art.
Oh man, come on now. Go ahead, let it be said, since the cat is now out the bag since the
Out the
event
bag.
has now passed by this past weekend, that your boy won the Art of the Game sneaker design challenge, whatever it was called. But yeah, your boy won, man. We was talking in code last time on the pod.
We were.
Trying not to just spoil it because we couldn't talk about it until it got announced this past
We
weekend,
can.
though.
We can definitely can now though.
Oh, we can now. We can go all the way back now.
I saw obviously all the posts on IG, so I was like, oh man, I want to know his experience. That should look dope.
I'm gonna start back in November, bro. When we first went to, because we
That's
talked
fine.
about it a little bit, and I talked about in general like how it was a great experience. It really was. Canvas flew us out. They got us hotels. They took care of us, cars and all that stuff, transportation. The event was in walking distance from the hotel, like the space was, the warehouse that they decked out.
Nice.
When we got there, we talked to the director first. The director was letting us know what we're gonna do. He was like, "Yo, we're gonna have y'all come down one by one first. We're gonna walk through the little tunnel area to get some footage, and then we'll sit down and kind of do like an interview with him." But bro, I really hope that they find a platform to drop the competition on, because talking to the director and everything, they were trying to sell it. They want to sell that episode and possibly get like a multi-episode run or something like that. So for the director and the people who shot it, that was like they were pretty much shooting like a pilot. So if they can get that and do, that's what they're trying to do. But I don't know exactly how long until they just decide, okay, either it's gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. We're just gonna drop it here. But they filmed the shit out of it, bro. Like, it was playing throughout the event. Like, you could see it playing and stuff like that, bro. And Jigga, we were there at the event this weekend, and we was looking at it like, God damn, this looks so good, man. Like, the quality, the effects, but it was dope. And
It's like it had legit like a whole production.
bro, they had us mic'd up. We was wearing mics the whole time, attached to our backs and all that stuff. They had multiple camera angles set up when we was filming. We had to do reshoots, you know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that we were like doing the tunnel walk, or
Yeah.
not really conversation wise, like whatever you said in the conversation was like one take. But some of the other stuff we did multiple takes of, bro. And so once everybody did their one-on-one with the director, then you could hear like Steph Curry came, because he was on the floor above us. He wasn't chilling with us. He was on the floor above us. He got there and they had to shoot caddy scenes. They had to shoot mosh scenes. And with the host, they had to shoot her scene, Xena.
Okay.
I believe that's her name. And so after we did that, then we all came downstairs. And we was all like behind the curtain watching on the monitor as each one of us went out to go talk to the judges. We walked out with our shoe. Wait, did we walk out with our shoe? No, I don't think we walked out with our shoe on this one. I think we just walked out. The shoe's already sitting there in front of the judges. And then we just had to present our stuff to the judge, bro. And I ain't gonna even lie, bro. Now that I can say this, I was locked in. I ain't gonna even hold you.
You were in
Bro.
the zone.
Bro, I was locked in when I was talking to the judges, bro. I feel like everything I was saying was like exactly how I was thinking it, bro. Man, and I tell you, that was like a part in there where, as soon as I walked up, Steph Curry was like, "Mr. Nash." He was like, "I love it when someone has a concept." You know what I'm saying? I love it when someone has a concept or something like that. Like, he said that as soon as I walked up, and so when I was talking to the judges and all this and that, Mosh had said one thing. Mosh was like, he's like, you know what? I may say, hey, you thought of everything on this shoe, man. I can't even, there's nothing really to say. The only thing I would say is you didn't draw, you didn't doodle the little S symbol, the S symbol that we would draw with the 3 lines and then 3 lines underneath it, and you put the triangle on top.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Like this little thing right here.
Oh, man, I
So,
forgot all about that.
I know,
all the
right?
time in school.
And he's like, if I could say anything, he was like, you didn't put that on there. And I was like, hold up, can I see that shoe? I had a marker, bro, in my jacket. And I just like,
came
and this is,
prepared.
I was like, this the beauty of it, bro. If you feel like you want to doodle something, you just go ahead and bam, and I put it on the shoe, bro. And they was like, he was like, okay, you got me. But I was in the zone, bro. It was dope, man.
You knew it was yours. I'm taking this home.
I couldn't be denied right then. But for
Man,
real though,
I
bro,
love it.
you know how it is, bro. You know how it is in art game for the most part. We try to be humble, you know what I'm saying, and be respectful. Hold on, I know what you're gonna say. I already know what you're gonna say. But we try to be humble and be respectful because we do have respect for our peers and stuff like that, bro. Because everybody was hella nice and it was nothing but love when we was around each other and stuff like that. But sometimes, bro, after you win something, bro, you deserve to have the right to pat yourself on the back. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
you worked your ass off on those.
Yes, bro.
I go on there. This is my shit. It's my monies.
Everybody went. And then we went back behind the curtain. They deliberated some. We came out. We stood out there. And then they was like, and the winner is, Steph Curry said the winner is Arthur Nash, blah, blah, blah. And we was hugging, clapping, whoop-de-whoop. And then I ain't get to do no after a win speech or nothing like that. It was just, they kind of ended the show with Zena, the host, just sending us out and doing all this stuff like this. But it was dope, bro. They had us doing ad reads for Rakuten and stuff like that, bro. Like we was doing commercials and
Like
stuff.
you do like a game show.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
Reads. Yes, bro. We was in there doing ad reads. She was like, okay, can you read this? They had an iPad and they was filming us and just read this and blah, blah, blah. It was a dope experience.
I was excited for you to get in. And then obviously seeing everyone reshare and post your stuff from this weekend, I'm like, man, I bet this dude had a blast. And I saw the fit. You came with there. Did November clean with the art by art on the back of the jacket? I was like, oh, he came prepared. And then you came clean again. This past one with all white with the shoes. I saw all that.
Yeah, man. I was like, so me and my wife, she helped me go find something to wear. Like it was like 2 days before because we didn't know, but hold on, my fault. But she helped me find something to wear and she cut it out for me on our Cricut. You know what I'm saying? I pressed it on there. I was like, I got a brand. You know what I'm saying? I got to rep the brand, bro. So if this going to be everywhere, I need folks to know and see, you know.
Hey, it was
who you
clean.
go
I was
with.
like, oh, this man came prepared. That's something I would have done too myself. I probably would have painted something up, coming here repping a brand.
Yeah, bro. You got to think
They
about
do.
pushing yourself. Like, anytime you step out, especially if you're stepping in a space, bro, where there are people in the room who can help elevate you. Find a way to make yourself stand out or something like that. So that's what I was trying to do with that fit. Got any questions about that you want to know, bro, from what we filmed in November?
Did they give you like a? You said Mosh didn't say much, but any other one give you like critiques on your shoes, like maybe something you've done different, or they just outright loved them?
I don't even
And did
know
they
that.
critique other artists as well, or?
For the most part, I don't think they did any like negative critiques that I can remember because I couldn't really hear when everybody else was out there. We could see them on the monitors that we was watching, but we couldn't really hear what was going on.
Oh, so they didn't have all 6 of you out there at the same time, like.
No, not when we were
When-
presenting to the judge. We walked out there one by one and
Gotcha.
and did our thing. So I don't know, but for me, there were no critiques that I can remember on mine, bro. There were no critiques that I can remember on mine, other than like the small critique that Mosh had where she was joking, but at the same time, I was like, bam.
So what went down for this past weekend,
Oh.
for the 20th? Was there a bunch of people there? Was there anyone? Was it just artists, other famous athletes, or was it? Would you have
So I
fun
had-
with that?
I had printed out this mini version, bro. I printed out the mini version of the shoebox and I took it there and stuff like that. And when I was there inside of it, bro, I had printed like a little cube kid
That's dope.
with the print on it and just made
Yeah.
some little quick like little cradoodles and stuff like that. They're just some shapes because I just
Yeah.
wanted to glue something on there because I wanted to just show them and I want to plug the toy. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
folks will see it. And I had Steph Curry sign that joint at the end of the night that night.
I was wondering what that was.
I had him
Nice.
sign that joint. But yeah, so that was that. But as far as the event on the 20th, there were no other celebrities. It was like Steph Curry was the most famous person in that building. The judges were there. Not Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas, but the other judges were there. Executives and stuff like that from Rakuten. Like all
Okay.
those big time people. Like they was in the building. Of course, the Canvas people, Alex and his daughter, they were in the building, bro. And then a few artists from the competition, they were in there. They had a few influencers who covered it. I didn't know those guys, but one of them got like a shit ton of followers. One of the dudes and one of the girls was in there. I didn't know them though, but they covered the event and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it was a nice turnout though. It wasn't like a huge like space, but it was good enough for what we needed.
It looked like it had a nice setup from what I saw on IG, like with the way his shoes were set up and stuff, and people could pick them up and look at them. I thought that was pretty dope. Just because obviously with shoes, you need to almost be able to hold them to look at everything, because otherwise you just see the outside of the shoe and that was it.
Yeah, bro. It was like the splash bar, like it's attached to the Chase Arena where where the Warriors play it.
Yeah.
That's where we was at, and they took the bar area part, like the front part of the bar area, and they like blocked it off from the rest of the restaurant. And so that was our space. They came in, they built all those shelvings. They built the little shelving that the shoes were sitting on, the display that was behind us when we were sitting down talking. They built all that stuff up, built all the displays for the shoes to sit on, set up all the monitors and stuff like that. So it was cool to see everybody, like, because I didn't get to see a lot of the shoes during the filming back in November, because we was like doing like a bunch of, we had to be off the set and stuff like that. But this was a good opportunity for us to go around and look at everybody's shoes. So it was cool.
Hey man, it looked dope. Honestly, I would have, if I wasn't coming to LA this weekend, I would have came to that just to see everyone, see the whole setup, meet other artists, get the network and stuff like that. But I was like, I can't. Yeah, can't, man. That was a 4-month-old.
Oh, when I went into the event, bro, like I wasn't expecting them to have a section where you can get a dust bag made and customized. So as soon as you walk in, there was like a little poster there that said, "Come get your customize your bag with the Credoodles" or something like that. So it had the art of the game. This
That's
little red
dope.
piece. This was
Yeah.
already on there. They pressed that already, and so people could just walk up and be like, "So what you want on your bag?" I got all of them just because I wanted to. I got all the ones
Obviously.
they were offering, and so I was the first person in line, and that was dope. I wasn't expecting them to do that. And they gave everybody like a little pack of the sample pack of Credoodles and stuff like that. So that was
Okay.
cool. Trying to get it to, it's not washing out because it's white.
No, it looks good. I can see it.
Yeah, bro. But that was cool too, man.
Did you get your winnings?
Oh, I got the winnings.
Big ass check. In my head, I was thinking like a lottery winning when they give you the huge check.
Yeah, I also was thinking, I wonder they gonna roll up with a big check, bro. And I'm gonna ask me how I'm gonna get this home. You know what I'm saying? I got
Right.
food. I'm about to carry this joint through the airport.
Right.
But yeah, so I got the winnings, bro. I already done did a little investing. Bought a new.
I was about to say, where's the funds? What are you gonna do with it?
So I already got like a 3D printer. It's the one that the nozzle heads change, so it's like I can do multicolor printing. So I got that.
Okay.
And then I'm in talks right now with some companies to get some toys like made from vinyl. So I'm trying to get that set up for a designer con, so I can have some legit, legit boxes and like a specific toy that'll be available at designer con. And it's a new one. It's not gonna be a Cube Kid. It's gonna be like a new figure that I'm working on.
Nice.
But I already designed it, but so I'm talking to them about getting that done, and I'm trying to model it a little bit after this dude named from Cracks Toys. You remember he had the Spider-Man with the backpack?
Yeah.
So kind of like what he's doing with the promos and having like his figure like be animated and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to do some stuff like that, bro, to see if I can get more traction for it. And yeah, so I'm gonna invest in the business. Putting it back into the business. That's what I'm gonna do.
I figured that's what you were gonna do, but I figured I'd ask just to be curious. Good stuff, man.
I think a few people were upset because they didn't get to meet Steph Curry. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about this, but I think a few people mentioned it though. But they got upset because they didn't get to meet Steph, because the people from Rakuten, I don't know how they were picking people to come back to go upstairs to get the meet and greet with Steph. and but a few people got chosen, and it wasn't all the artists didn't get all the
I would think like we all designed on his shoe, so you would think that he, I don't know, he was like in the back room.
So it started at 12, and so from 12 to 3, it was just people could just come in and look at the shoes and do all that stuff like that, just chill. And then Steph got there at 3. He was there from 3 to 5. Right. He was in the main building. He was walking around looking at the shoes. Some people were able to get pictures. Security was like right there though, like telling people back up, you know what I'm saying? And then they started the show part of it where they talked about how they did the judging, what they was looking for and all that stuff like that. And then they announced the winner. I went up there, sat down, talked a little bit, and then we wrapped that part up. Took some more photos with like the racketing people and stuff like that up there by the shoes. And then he went upstairs to kind of, because he had to do some jersey signings for some stuff from Rakuten, and then he did a meet and greet. So,
okay. I mean, that's pretty cool. You got to hang out at least. I feel like it'd be weird if he was just like in a back room and like you had special clearance to go back and meet him. I feel like that'd be anticlimactic.
For sure. At first, he just walked in though. He just walked in and was just walking around. Security was by him though. Everything. Yeah. So it was got clustered around him really quick. They got to keep control of that. But it was crazy because when it was time to go upstairs to do the meet and greet, we were just in there chatting, and the woman came down and she was like, "Okay, guys, now it's time to go meet. It's time to go get Steph." And some people had like on a purple band, like the people who were like influencers got invited to the show or something like that. And then some of the artists, they checked with the artists like earlier during the show, because LP Customs was like, they came up to him was like, "Are you Lucas?" And he was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Okay, we're going to go up and meet Steph at some whatever time it was, so be ready at that time." That's what he told me. So when we were standing there, she came up and she was gathering all the people. She was like, "Come on, let's go. It's time to go upstairs." And she was pulling people out to go. She was like, "I'm sorry, you can't go." Telling the other people, there's only a few people can come. And then somebody who was in line already was like, "You coming, bro? Come on," like that or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And she's like, "No, you can't come. You're not on the list." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Bitch, I won.
I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Let somebody else go then." You know what I mean? I was like, I got pictures with him and all that stuff. Yeah, so I was like, "Let somebody else go." But then she kind of kept looking. She was like, "You know what? Just come on. Just come on anyway. Come on. Yeah, you can come on up. You can come on up like that or whatever." But I was like, "Okay, cool." So we all went upstairs and was standing in line. People were getting stuff signed by him. And that's when that's when I went up to him and asked him to sign my shoe that I made.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yeah, but you got to sign my shoe as well." And I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Damn." Had to play it cool, but I was like, oh, "Okay, cool." I was like, "Bet." Had the marker on deck. Signed that joint, you know what I'm saying? It was cool, bro. It was a dope ass moment. I can't even lie to you.
Oh, yeah. Stuff crazy. Sign my shoe.
That shit was crazy.
You're probably like, I made it. That's an artist.
I know the job. I know it's still more to do. You want to do more. I still know there's more to do, but like in the moment, I'm like, I'm enjoying this shit, bro. Like, I ain't really trying to hear all that. Yeah, but get back to grinding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you
Sometimes
won, but yeah, but I was like, nah, dog. I don't go around preaching, enjoy the journey just for you to get to a moment in the journey, not relishing it, bro. I was like, so I'm taking the time, bro, like to soak it in, enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, enjoy the.
You gotta take the time to process. You worked your ass off designing that shoe, and it paid off for you. So it's like, you gotta win. You gotta enjoy those moments, because we don't always get wins. So when you do get one, appreciate it.
For sure, man. Celebrate those accomplishments.
Hell yeah.
Just celebrate them. I think one thing that I'm excited about is having like a thing that's considered like mine. You know what I mean? You know how you can look at a certain artist's work and be like, "Oh yeah, that's such and such did that. That's their work. They did this, they did that." I feel like now, like when I do like a colorway like this, like a Carduto colorway with the yellow sole and the lines on it and the different type of things, I can say, "Oh yeah, that's art by art. Mm-hmm. That's his thing. He did that." And that's one reason why I decided to paint those loafers, because I wanted to show like that this shit can translate to different things. And I'm gonna paint a few more things because I still gotta push the pre-orders and stuff like that.
How do you feel about the pre-order? Did you see that a long time ago, or did on your pre-orders, your real limited edition on the canvas silhouettes?
At the beginning of January, it was literally January 1st. I talked to Alex, and he updated me on the process. And he was like, we don't have a shoe because Steph left Under Armour. And so we don't know what to do. But we gotta drop a shoe. And so he was like, we're gonna try to design a silhouette. So he was working on this blank canvas type silhouette is what he called it. And I ain't really had no control over that. I don't design sneakers. That's not something that I probably could if I had time, but that's not something that, I was in it for. I just knew my concept was going to get a drop. And so the thing was just trying to make it work on the shoe that they provided. And there's still like some tweaks that we gonna do too. Like the line stopping further back and not going all the way through the shoe. We working on that. Like Mosh was helping out with designing it as well because he designed sneakers. Like he has his own sneaker brand.
Yeah, he's got his own sneaker brand.
Grew on me as time went on, bro. Especially when I seen it like in person. Like it grew on me as well. It's more of a casual looking shoe than a basketball type of shoe, which I'm okay with because I'm a casual type of dude, and you can still rock it with stuff like Steph Curry had him on with his outfit. It was cool the way he had him on. And then plus once we do the changes, and then the kerdoodles as well, bro. The kerdoodles on my shoe is what makes the shoe. Like the shoe by itself, with just the yellow sole and the blue lines, and once you add all the colorful kerdoodles and the patches and all that, it comes to life. And so that's what I'm excited about because we're supposed to be doing like the patches that they had for the event and on the shoe that Steph was wearing and on display. They were all like the same. They were the same pretty much material. They were just printed on fabric.
Oh, okay.
They got a backing on it that you can peel off and stick on there. But the ones that we're going to have for the shoe, they're going to be made of different materials. So some of them will be like this. Some of them will probably have maybe, I don't know, like a furry texture on it. Some of them going to have the embroidery look like on a Leatherman jacket, that type of vibe. They have that on it. Some of them will be like a croc charm. You know how there's like that rubber material. Yeah. So that's going to really make the shoe stand out like even more. But again, we ain't had time to just have everything set out the way it was, which it sucks because I would love for people to see the finished version, like with everything on there and stuff like that. And even online right now for the pre-orders, like it will eventually get on there so people can see like what it will actually look like in the end. But until then, bro, like I'm just appreciating the people who just saying, "Oh, we copping just because, bro. We trying to support." And shout out to Alex, man. He been flying all over the place. Though. So he been working behind the scenes diligently, and I appreciate that. But it grew on me. It's growing on me. Like I know a lot of people, you know how it is, bro, with making shoes. It's hard to design an ugly shoe, let alone design like a shoe that everybody loves. So I know it's gonna be like everybody. I know there's gonna be opinions like, "Ugh, it ain't even. I don't like that. That ain't even that. That ain't even the point of it, bro." There are gonna be some people who do rock with it and who like it, and
that's how it works in the art game. It's like you create art. Really, like honestly, I create art for myself and hope other people like it. I don't really create for fans, I guess you could say.
Yeah, bro. So that's how I feel about the pre-order drop, though. I'm just gonna keep pushing it.
Yeah. And I saw it. I wanted to see it in person because I feel like when I saw like the pre-order thing, I was like, I don't know. It didn't look like it was. It almost looked like it was not like a stuck on the shoe. It was almost kind of like it was like printed on the shoe. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. The patches or the
patches.
Yeah.
So it didn't look like patches. They looked like they were printed on shoes. So obviously I knew it was probably a pre-order and they're probably mocking it up and stuff. But I was just curious.
And they gonna get like some photographers and get some real photos done for it. Again, bro, it was rushed, I will say. And
well, I mean,
go ahead.
Designing a shoe.
It is.
Testing the shoe out, then getting someone to make the shoe, and then you got kerdoodles, and you got the event. Like I just see that's probably a whole lot to handle at one time.
And you know what? I'm cool with being the test guy. You know what I'm saying? So,
you number one. You first.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
You paving the way for the rest of us.
That's what it is, bro. I'm working through all the rough patches, so when they do this again or whatever it is, bro, I'm pretty sure everything will go a whole lot smoother. They'll know how to work with the factories more and stuff like that, but we working through it, though, and I appreciate that opportunity for sure.
Yeah, man. That is dope.
Yeah.
You got anything like you? Are we doing our sections? Do we do unhinged section, or how do you? Is there anything that popped up?
I didn't really look or put nothing aside, bro. I was just thinking about talking about this stuff.
Oh yeah, exactly. I just got an idea from what we were just talking about. All right,
Yeah,
we
go
ask a
ahead.
question. How do you feel about J. Cole's fall off?
I listened to some of it, but I haven't sat down and just listened through the whole project. How
I
do you
found
feel
it.
about it?
I'm a massive J. Cole fan, so he really don't miss much to me. I actually really love the album. I like the contrast of the first disc, 29, being going home at 29 versus going home at 39, which was the second disc. So obviously, 10-year gap. There's a going from 20s to your late 30s. We know this. Like it's a
You
giant
know,
shift in how you perceive and how you think about life. So
for sure.
I thought it was very interesting. What made me bring it up though was like how you talking about like with shoes, people either love or hate, and I feel like J. Cole has very much that same on this album. I saw a bunch of comments and people comment like saying it was boring and that this is not worth the 10 years they put into it.
Wow.
And then you see some people who just absolutely love it and like he broke records for the pre-sale tickets for his tour.
Yeah.
And what got me thinking was I saw a podcast and they're talking about the Fall Off album and they were complaining, saying that it was only made for J. Cole fans. And I'm thinking to myself, isn't that the point?
Yeah.
J. Cole makes music for himself
Yep.
and how he wants to produce it, how he wants to write it. So wouldn't that make sense for a true J. Cole fan to love the album because that's his audience, that's his demographic? So it's just weird to me that they were running their mouth about how, oh, this is only made for the true J. Cole fans. I'm like, you don't make music for your haters. I don't get it. So that made me think about what we were just talking about, like shoe drops and how some people love hate. And I don't know. Like, I feel like people need to understand as an artist, I can speak for myself. As an artist, I paint stuff that I want to paint, what speaks to me. And then I want to convey that message to the viewer. But I don't make art unless it's a commission.
I feel that.
And then because it's not true to myself. So I don't know. It was just some stuff that I saw that I was like, I don't understand like how else you're supposed to make art for others. Like I don't.
And especially like at J. Cole's status, bro. At this status in time, bro, I'm not thinking about trying to make a club banker. If I'm just starting out, then okay, I'm gonna do let me see you work out for me. Like I'm gonna try to get them songs to get to get it going. That's what I'm gonna do, bro. But I think all artists want to get to that point to where they're doing something that they want to do and that they love to do. You can say that the songs that he was making on Drake, I honestly felt like people started to see Kendrick Lamar in an entirely different light. Like people who weren't his fans. Like at first, I feel like a lot of people were treating Kendrick Lamar's music, even though he was breaking records and stuff like that and winning Grammys, they were still treating his music like it wasn't mainstream. Yeah. Like the album that he did right before this last one, it was Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. Like,
that album was very much what I would say like the fall off. Like talking about like family stuff, therapy, being a husband, a father, having a family, and all that stuff. So yeah, that's I feel like the fall off and that kind of equate to each other. I feel.
Yes, bro. And so he was making music for he was making music he wanted to make for his fan base. He wasn't really thinking about club anthems, and if it happened to be that, then it just was that. Yeah. But I feel like in the GNX album, I feel like that whole album was for I want this to be a Super Bowl performance type album.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
He probably felt like he collabed with Mustard and he gave him that West Coast bops.
He gave him it makes sense. He's from the West Coast. He gave him
for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. But again, that's why those two are my favorite because they produce music for themselves and for the love of hip hop. Where to me, Drake has somehow
he just stopped.
Yeah, I feel like he comes off he makes music for the fans, not for himself.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a difference. And that's why I feel like honestly I personally haven't feel like I've seen a whole lot of growth as an artist in Drake compared to Kendrick and Cole.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I was going off.
You were.
I was like, that nigga let us all the way down. But and I was just like, he just don't get it either, bro.
No.
He's so like in his own like world right now, bro. He don't care to adjust. He just still just making the songs that nobody gonna care about, bro. Like after the initial play right now.
Not at all, because I feel like the fall off to me, I feel like Cole's got a couple classic albums, and I feel like the fall off will be one of those, kind of like the Illmatic of Nas, like talks about down the road, and I feel like Kendrick and Cole make music that will sustain and last, and be those type of classics that we made conversation about 10 years from now. I feel like. Not so much Drake's early stuff, but I feel like his later stuff that he's been putting out, I feel like it's just going to be like, it's for now, for viral, for whatever at the moment.
Yep.
I am curious about this Iceman album, but I ain't really holding much.
Yeah, I'm curious too, man. Like, I heard a snippet that I think Academics played.
I can't stand that dude.
Watch him. I was listening to like.
I got you.
I was listening to this. Somebody on a podcast like was talking about something. And they was talking about how he played a snippet, and it sounded like Drake was like in his bag from like the old.
I legit hope he does, because I used to love Drake. So,
and they played the song, and I was like, oh shit! If he coming like this on Iceman, then you got to sit down and listen, bro. But Mal from Rory and Mal, they do a podcast called Rory and Mal.
Oh,
like yes. Super Drake Glazer. And he claims to be in the know. And he said that the stuff that Academics were playing was like old and it's not on. That's not going to be on Iceman.
So the ones that were making those J. Cole comments that I was talking about.
Came from them.
It came from one of them. So that's why I was kind of like, what? Yeah. But I guess if you're over there.
Okay. Time to go get in the bed, all right? Why not? But you got to go to bed, man. Yeah. Go put the iPad down. Tell your brother good night. Come here. Say good night. Good night.
Good night.
Sleep tight. I love you. All right. Go get in the bed, man.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it probably was Mal hating.
It was. I think it was.
Super I'm like, Drake Glazer.
But the way he gets read, I'm like, who else are you supposed to make something for not your true fans? I don't. Yeah. His comment just like, what? That don't make no damn sense. That's coming from someone who, to me, is not an artist or doesn't understand how art works.
Yeah, or he's just too in his Drake bag, bro. Like you're saying, like everybody know Drake lost that damn beef, bro. He lost it.
And then he made it worse afterwards.
He made it worse afterwards.
Much worse, actually.
He got tricked out of his spot because usually he's the one making the club bangers, but he let Dot make the club banger, bro.
He got Meek Milled. That's what happened.
He got Meek Milled, bro. He got tricked out of his spot. But it's speaking about that further though, when some of the judges, like when the judges were talking about for the shoes again, for this competition, it made me think about it too. It made me think about, like you were just saying, making stuff that we like to make. And so I was almost like going to do that with this shoe that I did, because I was thinking about dedicating it to Mississippi, right? And like the Mississippi blues and like all the different type of stuff. Like I was just going to find ways to tie in Mississippi to the shoes.
Yeah.
Like for this competition, I need to think in a way that for the masses. And so that's what like I did. That's why I changed my whole, idea what I was going to go with and start thinking of something that could be for everybody in a sense. And Steph himself was thinking about entire concepts and what something could be. And so I'm saying this for maybe like future purposes for anybody who's listening, who's going to enter the competition again or something like that. You got to think outside of the box for what you want to do, and you got to think in full. Don't just come up with just a concept just for the shoe like at that moment. You got to think about what can this be long term and be able to present that to people and be able to, in a sense, sell it to the judges as well. because Mosh was like, he was looking at some good artwork on the shoes, but he was thinking like none of this will actually translate.
Yeah, I think that's the
So
problem with mine.
he was thinking none of this will, some of these joints will not, they won't translate to the masses. And so he mentioned that, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, it makes sense too, because I was like, bro, it's like the detail on Wally Champ shoes, like Wally Champs, he did the blue with the lady on the side with the brain on the back, and bro, seeing that up close, I was like, what the heck? The man was like crazy detail work, but I'm thinking that it probably wouldn't have translated for a mass thing or whatever, because while it was a art competition for artists and stuff like that, and Caddy was looking for clean artwork. That's what she said. She was looking for clean artwork and all this stuff like that. But she was also looking for the stories and when you're delivering it and stuff like that. So it made me see too. And I think a lot of other like artists were like inboxing me when I posted my shoes, and they were telling me, they was like, oh shit. Like he was like, okay, I fucked up. He was like, I get it. He's like, I was thinking too much just solely as an artist, which is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with doing that.
A designer.
You gotta do both. So a lot of people were saying like that's what they feel like they went wrong at. The artwork was clean, it was beautiful, but you kind of had to think a little bit more beyond it. So that just made me think about too, like where yes, we want to make art for ourselves and stuff like that, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you also got to know that when you do like a competition or something like that, you got to learn how to adapt.
Especially a competition like this one where they're taking your designing and turning into a, not a mass product, but a limited edition. Where that's probably even where I went wrong. Just as my time doing both, is a designer thinks of others. How is others going to perceive this? How does this function as a design product to get other people to like it? An artist thinks is, what do I want to create? What speaks to me? And then hopefully other people will see what I'm trying to portray, and that they like, oh, okay, I like that. And that's where
put that on a quote, bro.
Your design is for others, art is for yourself.
You got to put that on a quote for the podcast on our channel, on our page, bro. You got to put that in a quote. You know what I'm saying? Because that's real talk, though.
Yeah, man. I think that's probably where I went wrong with my shoes. I was thinking more a children's book. Like I was trying to push message and stories because that's how I am, especially when it comes to art. And I should have probably put more of my graphic design cap on and went and thought of it that way. Man,
because if that wasn't a key feature of the whole thing, like the limited drop, I probably wouldn't have won. If it was solely based off art, then I would have done a different design. But just solely based off of what I did for that. If it was just only who got the best art on the shoes, and then I probably wouldn't have been up there.
I mean, you had the kerdoodles, man. I told you, I showed my wife, and I saw your shoe. I'm like, man, if this ain't top 6, I was like, you had the whole package, like the concept, the nostalgia to it, and like your very art style, like your style on the shoe. I was like, man, this shit is top 6 for sure.
Yeah, bro, it was fun. It was cool. I'll tell you offline when we get off.
All right, bet.
Yeah, I'll tell you offline. I don't want to just say it.
I got you. Offline. You got to manifest, man. You got to manifest.
Yeah, it ain't me. It's not something I'm doing. It's something somebody else is supposed to be doing, but I don't want to say it ain't the case. So I'll tell you offline.
Bet.
Let's see, man. What else we got, bro?
I'm doing the Art Melanated, or what they call it, Black Art Empowerment Summit, and it's hosted by Art Melanated. Art Melanated is like a high-end art broker. So they work with a lot of other big-time artists, specifically black artists. So they're holding this event for the weekend. It's a all-day Saturday, and they have a little cocktail hour, like little meetup the night before. So I'm going because it's supposed to be like big time to meet them, but also meet other artists to like network and hopefully build relationships with. What else? There's gonna be like elite curators, black art collectors. I'm a little nervous, excited because it's like hopefully maybe this will open some doors for me. I know it's open door for other artists. I'm just trying to like mentally prepare myself to talk about. I don't know, just talk about my artwork, show my artwork.
So how will you show it? Will you just be like on your phone, or do people have like portfolios they're gonna carry around with them?
No, I think it's just like on your phone. I already have a whole folder set up with all my
A little
paintings.
album.
And I actually have a PDF that I made on InDesign of my actual portfolio. So I'm gonna mess around and make sure I touch all that stuff up tomorrow. And then doing the Butter Art Fair. So I got one of the guys I know here. He's a painter. He's actually showing work again with them in the LA show, and he knows the people who started Butter. So I'm gonna hopefully get to network and get to know them, meet them and stuff too. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, man. I need to win, I guess you would say. Lately, it's just obviously we're gonna be honest on here. We talk about everything. I've been struggling some, just for the simple fact, like, and we're not because of all the issues we had at our home when we first bought it. It's put us in the hole financially, so we can't afford childcare. So childcare has been me, which I love my son, and we're getting that attachment, but I'm spending, I don't know, probably like 50 hours of my week taking care of him, and I really honestly haven't painted or created much. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a struggle, gang, because as much as I love my wife and kids, there's a part of me that they can't fill, and art fills that, I guess you could say.
I feel I get that. I think when it's if a woman in a sense was like at home all day, taking care of the kids, doing all the stuff like that, like everybody would be understanding to the fact that okay, you need a break, you need an outlet, you need to find something that you like to do, so you just don't go crazy. So the same can be said for us fellas who are at home most of the time and keeping the kids, bro. Like I feel you. I feel you, man.
Yeah, it's just frustrating because it's time away from art. This art thing is not just, it's not a job. If I went to a 9 to 5, I probably wouldn't give a fuck. But art is very much a large part of who I am. It's like wife and art are like 1A, 1B. And some days it changes.
teeter.
But and lately I just feel like I haven't been able to do much of anything. And it's just frustrating because it's my dream, I guess you could say. This is something I continue to work and thrive for. And obviously, like you said, my wife wants to be home. So she's hurting herself because she's having to go to work.
Yeah.
I'm having to, it's like we're in the opposite roles. As much as I have enjoyed taking care of my son, but I wish I could do 2-3 days a week. 3 days a week, and then I can focus the rest of the time on art, and my wife could take the other 4.
I get it, bro.
But
man, I understand.
because honestly, if I like my first kid, I was in the Navy. I think the Navy was a job. I went in when I was told to go in, left when I was told to leave, and then the rest of the time I didn't think about it. It was like okay, cool, I get to be home with my family. Now it's like this is my dream, so it's like in the back of my head, as much as I'm enjoying playing with my son, I'm like, I feel like I should be doing this or creating this, or how do I get ready for a solo show that I'm trying to do right now? It's like my nights are pretty much all the time I have.
Yeah.
I don't know how people balance this stuff. Like, you have what, 4 kids? 3?
I got 3 boys, but one lives in Mississippi.
Okay, that's right.
So with these 2.
Yeah. So how did you do your art when?
Bro, I'm telling you, man. Let's see. So we had Ace in 2017. No, 2018.
Time goes by so quick, you start losing track. Like, how old was my damn kid?
I think it was 2018, bro. Like when I graduated from college, I wasn't doing art. Like I was focused strictly just on the job. So I was going to work, like doing long hours and stuff like that at work, just because that's what I was supposed to be doing. And my wife wasn't working yet because we had just moved out here to California. So she was at home all day with AJ, my oldest, who was like 2, 3 at the time. And she was going crazy because she was always home and she was used to being at work. Like she was at the time she was but she was a scientist. So she worked in a lab. And then she finally decided to like go out and start looking for work here and there. And AJ finally got old enough to go to daycare. So before we had Ace, I was painting at night, and I was younger then too, so I could stay up all night, bro. Like,
I can do that. I can't do that shit no more.
I could be up at 5 in the morning painting, and Renata would let me, but I'll just be in the front room and the living room at the time in our apartment, up at 5 a.m., bro, just working on some painting and stuff like that. And then I would go to sleep, and I just wake up and go to work for a couple of hours, and I'm good. I go to work. When you young, bro, you could do that.
I wish I would like if this scenario happened like in my 20s, I wouldn't care as much because again,
yeah, man, we need.
But now I'm like, fuck, man, I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm tired.
I know,
It's
bro.
like, I
It'd be
don't.
hard to stay up, man. It really be hard to stay up sometimes and working those late nights unless I like absolutely have to. If
Yeah.
my deadline is, I got a deadline. Like when we were doing the canvas competition shoes, okay, I had to be up. Like I didn't have a choice. Like I need to finish this. But any other time, bro, I gotta go to bed, bro. I be tired. I be at the desk like that. But it was
Oh
hard
man.
finding time though. Like it was rough, especially when Ace, because Renata was working nights when Ace was born. So I was with him all night. Like I go to work during the day, and then I get him, and then she go to work at night. So I would have him throughout the night, and he didn't sleep throughout the night as a baby. Like he would wake up all the time.
Yeah.
So it was rough when he was younger trying to find time to paint. Like I really didn't have time to do it, and I couldn't perfect it the way I wanted it to. And then when COVID happened, things at work slowed down a bunch because there wasn't a lot of stuff going on. So I
Yeah.
was able to lock in a little bit more than usual. And then we was able to get a nanny too at that time. Because that's a key thing right there.
That's what we want to do, but we just can't.
Yeah.
At the most.
Yeah, bro. But it really just, things just started to slowly like work out.
Yeah.
Renata job now that she works, she make more than me. You know what I'm saying? Working at the job that she works and stuff like that. So like, it changed a whole bunch when she got into a career and she graduated from school and stuff like that. So that's
Yeah.
when I was able to more find the time to balance everything.
See, and that's what I'm trying to figure out now. Like I've used my weekends to paint because she'll take them all day, so I can actually sit down and paint. But again, it's only 2 days of a 7-day week. And the thing is, if I could get to the point where I could supplement her income and she can go part time,
Yeah.
and that's part of the reason why I'm going this weekend, because it's like hopefully this will open up some doors where I can maybe get opportunities to sell a piece for a higher amount or whatever, or get into spaces that I've not been able to get into until hopefully. So I don't know.
Get your story that you want to like present to people about your work and who you are and about the pieces. Make it undeniable. Make it when they're listening to you talk about that shit, bro. I get it. Cause again, like that's what I was doing with the judges. Like I tried to find every single thing that I could say. It got to the point Tomas was like, he's like, we get it, bro. We get it. You ain't got to sell us no more. He kind of said that when we were filming the thing. He was like, we get it. You ain't got to sell us no more. Get in there, bro, with that point and sell it. Cause in some cases, bro, like we can do it on our own, but it's rare that people can just like flat out make it without assistance or help from something, you know what I mean? Or for somebody give you that boost up, you know what I mean?
And honestly, that's what I've been trying to find that right person who sees my work and says, damn, yeah, I want to help you whatever way I can. I don't know. And honestly, this whole week I've been like looking over my art, thinking about what inspires my art, what my story is, all that stuff, so I know I can articulate it well when I have those conversations this weekend. Because honestly, it was funny before. I was like, I paint stuff. I'm like, oh, this is a cool idea, or oh, I like this theme, or I like this idea. How do I make this into a painting? But I never really thought about like the type of art that I make, I guess you could say. And I do a lot of figure and portrait, and I do a lot of themes dealing with, especially in our Black culture, about resilience and being authentic to oneself. And I do that a lot with a lot of portraits and figures in bold color choices, because obviously, like you said, color is my thing. So I tie all those in together, and I've been trying to think of the best way to, like, when someone asks, "Oh, what kind of art you do?" I'm like, "Shit."
What do I do again?
I'm like, I just be doing whatever comes to me. Honestly, I never really thought about as like my artwork as a whole. That's something I've been trying to think hard about.
Y'all just want to say, and maybe that's probably what needs to change. Like, maybe it's time to think more. Okay, yes, you want to do whatever comes to you, but maybe it's time to think about something specific.
Yeah.
Because I know some of the pieces, like when we were at the Black Boy Art Show, and like I could tell the pieces that people were looking at that caught their eyes. And it was the super loud, colorful, like the girl with the ice, the Paul Wall.
The girl I sold, literally, like I had just finished that painting like 3 days prior.
Yeah.
And sort of within like the first 45 minutes, the one with the headphones and the man's listening to music and his eyes are closed and he's just imagining things.
Yeah, maybe you need to take what that was and see, damn, okay, why were they rocking with that? Why did that scene, why did that stand
Yeah.
out? How can I do something else in that? Because I see people now who do canvas paintings, like the people who I see got millions, you know what I'm saying, of views and all that stuff like that, and they're constantly selling, bro. Like they do a specific type of art, and it's almost like it's not the same thing, but it's in that same element. Like you can put
Yeah.
them all in a room and know this is all from this person right here. I want that one, but if I can't get that one, I'm okay with getting that one. If I can't get that one, I'm okay with getting that one.
Yeah. And that's been where I've been heading. I do a repeated pattern, I guess you could say. Like, if you look at all my artwork, I usually have some type of texture, whether it's broken glass, heavy duty molding paste, or whatever. And I always do a combination of airbrush and hand, like traditional acrylic painting by hand.
Yeah,
And I feel like now I'm starting to find that little niche of mixing the different elements and creating like one whole image out of it, I guess you could say. So I'm trying to focus on that, and obviously, I'm trying to focus actually on like whole series of paintings.
did you get pictures of that one you was talking about
Which one?
with the guy listening to the music?
Yeah, I got a photograph. I've already sold several prints of that one.
It's on your page. I don't see it.
It is not on my page. I'm actually been. If you notice, that like last week, I dropped a whole series of painting.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
I've been going in order of which are the ones how in the order I created them in. So I'll be dropping that one probably next week.
Okay.
I was like, I'm trying to be better about posting stuff, which is also my fault.
Yeah, bro, and I know it sucks sometimes, man, but man,
Yeah.
it's a part of the game. It really is a part of the game.
It is. But it's this painting. I have, and what's funny is I have all of them like professionally photographed. Hold on.
It's zoomed in. Yeah.
So I just drew a woman to go with this one, facing the opposite direction. They'll be facing
way.
at each other. But I think that's actually going to be my that theme and the imagination and like kind of what triggers it for everybody is going to be my first series of paintings. So that's what why I get frustrated because like I have 12 drawings put out or drawings already done for this series of paintings dealing with the endless imagination because this ties in. I remember I showed you the girl one, where she's painting.
She's sitting at the desk. Yes, at the desk.
Yeah, and she's painting the canvas. So I want to do a whole series of just and call it endless imagination. So I think that would be my series. But again, it's finding the time to.
Do it.
This whole week has just been a week for me to contemplate and think about what is my art, like what's my style. I guess you could say what's my general. But anyways, I was like, I'm a contemporary portrait artist. Really, it does figure, but I use these portraits to display these different themes and use bold choices of colors and materials to show it.
Do you think you would be able to like do those type of paintings digitally, like on the iPad or something like that?
Yeah, you've seen some of the stuff I've done on Photoshop. So yeah, I can do that. And honestly, I've been thinking about doing that because I can knock more out quickly.
Yeah, bro. Cause I was over here brainstorming too. Cause I'm watching like this 1000 on YouTube. I watch all his videos, bro. And like he did playing cards one time, like a deck of cards with all his different characters.
I thought about doing that once too.
And right now he's working on like a trading card game, and he's literally been making digital art, bro, for damn near a year. Like just drawing different digital pieces, and he was working with a company. And I was thinking, like, bro, you could probably do something in that realm, bro, like with your characters, our people, and stuff like that, and have such. Because again, digitally though, you can do a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? With your boy right there too, without having to step away. So
Yeah. So that's what I've been on my mind. So if I can't, I'm still gonna do my paintings. That's honestly my favorite. But I've been thinking about, all right, how can I create more work in less time? And I was like, digitals. Usually I can knock out a digital painting like in a day or two. And I think maybe that's what I'll just start doing is more of, especially when it comes to like the Black Boy Art Show and like some of those other places where I sell like a bunch of prints. Something like that might be easier for me to do than trying to knock out 30-hour paintings or more.
yeah. So at least for the meantime, to get something steady going, you can screen record something and you can post it on Instagram as well to keep people engaged, so people see you. and just try to pull their audience back in.
Yeah, and digitals are nice too because you can print them off on pretty much anything.
T-shirts. This is the 1000. Like they had a collab. Like this is a group of people when they did like the Artists in Wonderland thing. They had like a bunch of art. He had 5 artists from the U.S., 5 artists from like overseas. They all came to his warehouse and they just did art like for a bunch like art challenges and different stuff. And they created this T-shirt. Everybody had a character that they had to do. And this is how they made money, bro. They sold a shit ton of T-shirts and some posters and stickers and stuff like that, bro.
I even thought about getting some T-shirts made and bringing them to the Black Boy Art Show to sell.
Yeah.
And one thing I have been doing over the last few months is updating my website. So like I have pretty much all my artwork up there now. And I've actually started putting some of my paintings on T-shirts. So like the Tupac, Spider-Man, the Biggie Venom. I'm like, those would be fun ones to put on a shirt. So I'm going to put those on there just so like people have options and stuff. But I'm trying to figure out ways to push my website.
Yeah.
Just because I got prints on there. I got my originals and I have T-shirts. I'm even thinking about doing hoodies, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, bro. Everybody love a good hoodie, man. Especially with a dude was selling hoodies at Designer Con. I definitely bought some hoodies and some T-shirts.
Did you?
You see a nice design because he make physical mask, like what's it called, honey mask or whatever. He make the physical mask, but he'll also have it digitally, and he put them on shirts and on prints and T-shirts, and those sell probably a lot more than just the mask because they're so expensive. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, it gets to that point. We just got to get creative, more creative, and think outside of the box to try to see if we can get something going. You know what I mean? That's more consistent for the time.
I had to, I guess, pivot because like I had so many ideas of like stuff I wanted to create, but then now it's like, damn it, it's only so many hours in a day.
No,
you never watched Dragon Ball Z as a kid? Damn it! All right.
My wife say the same thing, bro.
Where's your wife? I need to talk to her.
She went to dinner with a friend, man, one of her homegirls.
No, anyways, they have this hyperbolic time chamber where like one day on the outside was a year on the inside.
Dang.
And like him and Goku and Vegeta will go in and train their ass off, and they come out like super jacked, and the clothes are all tattered and torn because they've been training for what is a day, but in the inside is a year. I'm like, shit, I wish I had one of those. Much artwork I could get done.
Man,
come out with a big ass beard looking.
We all wish we could have something like that, man.
But anyways,
that would be dope.
Hell yeah, I get all types of stuff done, man. I'll be like, you know what? All I need is a day or 2 a week. That's it. That's 2 years of work. But yeah, man. Can't believe you never watched Dragon Ball Z. Damn.
I know, bro.
You're just not an anime man, are you?
No, not really. Only anime I really know, bro, is One Piece. That's the only one I really know, bro. My son know them all.
I feel like our generation, besides you, is like the first generation to really watch anime.
Yeah, because that's when it became really popular when we were kids.
Yeah, anyway, talking about shows, did you watch the night of...
Oh, yeah, bro. We got a lot we got to do. We got to go through these.
Did you watch the show?
I did watch Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. I did.
And?
So, it's a slow burn. Yes, I couldn't stop watching it. But then there would be times where I was like, oh, okay, that was good. Especially the fight episode and stuff like that.
Bro, that whole night fight scene was like one of the most tense scenes that I think I've seen of like actual knights fighting.
Yeah.
You gotta think, like that shit was probably what it was like back in the day to actually heavy ass broadswords at each other.
You can barely see what's going on.
Right?
People swinging freaking mallets at your head, knocking your horse down.
A mace and...
I enjoyed it, man. I just rewatched Game of Thrones again. When I started,
I probably should do that.
I rewatched Game of Thrones, and Game of Thrones always felt like it had something going on. Like each episode felt like it had something going on, so it could keep my attention. But this show is meant to be like that, though. That's how they designed the show. They designed the show to be like the everyday person in this kingdom type thing, and of course he's going to grow to be Sir Duncan the Tall. I remember Joffrey was reading the book. He was like, oh, Sir Duncan the Tall must have been quite the man. He had 4 pages or something like that. So, of course, we know he's going to do great things. And I think that's what's probably eating me up knowing that he's going to do great things, and it's, God damn it, I want to see him do great things. You know what I'm saying? And he just not,
Yeah.
he's not there yet. You know what I mean?
I like it because it feels very much like a Game of Thrones universe.
Oh, yeah.
You never know who's gonna die when.
Okay.
Game of Thrones has no humor.
No, I don't.
It really doesn't have any. Where this one actually has tidbits of kind of like, make you laugh type shit.
Yeah. Like him.
Yeah, man, I thought that was good. It was definitely, like you said, a slow burn. But it had moments, though, you're like, damn, like that whole night, the 7-on-7 night fight thing, I was like, this shit's legit. Now, this is like the cutthroat Game of Thrones that caught me up.
Yes.
And I think what I enjoy about it is it's giving you more information about the Game of Thrones, I guess, the universe, you could say. And, like, the people that were mentioned in Game of Thrones, now you're seeing what led up to what we saw in Game of Thrones. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'll do that part about it too. Like even Egg, a little bald headed Egg.
Yeah, you're like, Egg's gonna be the king of
yeah, so we
Westeros,
know
like-
what he gonna be. We know what he gonna be one day.
Yeah.
But right now he want to be somebody's squire. So he just want to be a nobody right now.
Yeah, and it's like how Sir Duncan takes care of Egg is what makes Egg be the man that he is, the king.
Yes.
So I find that cool.
Yeah. And even when they was doing the fighting, and I was like, oh shit, like Duncan, he don't really know how to fight yet. Like
Not yet. He's just big.
He's
and
just
strong.
big and strong. You know what I'm saying? So he can take a lot, but he don't really know how to fight yet. So it's gonna be cool though. It's gonna be cool to see it happen. I'm gonna watch it when it comes out. Hopefully they can be on top of it. And
They already started
Drop yearly.
filming our production on season 2, so the next season will be out next year.
And
Where,
maybe
like-
because go ahead.
You
No,
read?
okay. I was saying maybe because there isn't so much going on like in Game of Thrones.
We
they
don't
can
have dragons.
afford- It's not. It's not as expensive.
House of Dragon, that's one season.
That's
and then you
expensive as hell. Yeah.
get 2 years, and then you get another season, and then you get 3 years, and then you get.
Yeah.
But obviously, I mean, we've seen that show. The amount of graphic effects and like everything that goes into it, you're like, no wonder why this takes longer.
Yep. So yeah, I can
Anything has
respect
to be
that.
CGI.
I think I will like it more though, especially if I'm gonna like it even more because I like it now. I'm gonna like it even more because they'll be dropping annually, and it won't feel like I gotta wait freaking forever. You know what I'm saying, for a 6 episode, 30-minute 6 episode type ordeal. But and it's crazy how we know how the House of Dragon is going to end as well.
We do.
And I hate that they really milked last season to me. Like the last season that they did was
think
almost
so?
like, I think they milked it a little bit, bro. Like it was a little slow compared to the first season.
Maybe the first few episodes, but I feel like the last few episodes was all. I feel like I need to go back and rewatch it.
I do need to go back and
It came
rewatch
out
that
2
one.
years ago
Yeah, I haven't rewatched that one. So I've only seen it once.
because
It was
the
hurry
new
up.
season comes out this summer.
Coming out.
And I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but that shit looks like it's like nonstop action almost the whole.
Yeah, I mean it should be. They've been filming for forever.
But if you think about it, Game of Thrones even had some slow episodes or like slow half episodes where they do the build up, and then they have
But
some
I-
shit out of nowhere happen.
So I think for me with Game of Thrones, I probably don't feel that way because like I wasn't watching it live. Like I came on the Game of Thrones train like late. Like I think I started watching Game of Thrones before the last season came out.
Okay.
And so I was able to just watch everything. I didn't have to wait to see what was going to happen and all this and that. So I was able to just kind of watch it. You know, same thing can be said for like a Breaking Bad type show. That was like a slow burn type show as well.
I
too,
love
though.
Breaking
Like,
Bad. That was, but again, I didn't watch that while it was airing. I actually watched that. I think it was almost done as a series when I started watching, and I would just sit there and binge them. And then I actually rewatched it again with my mom like 2 years ago because she was an addict, and then Better Call Saul, another
Better
great.
Call Saul. Yep, that's
Yeah, that was another great one.
Kind of slow burn. It was good. It kept your attention though.
I think what other? This is the other show, Wonder Man. You asked me about that.
Oh yeah, Wonder Man. Yep.
How'd you feel?
Can you guess how I felt about it?
In my head, I'm thinking you were gonna say Fire Nap, but
Yo, low key though, bro. Even though I watched it all because it's Marvel and stuff like that, and I know that it's Wonder Man he got powers and shit, bro. I was wondering like, what the fuck is going on right now with this show. But it's meant to be like that though. They was catering to an audience. And again, I can appreciate that they were catering to like the thespians, the people who are out there trying to grind.
I like it because it was different than what you
Different
typically
vibe.
get from Marvel. I feel like the story was different. It's not usually like Marvel's they stick to a formula,
Yep.
and I feel like this was completely opposite of what their typical formula is. So I do get it.
Respect
I'm like,
that.
damn, I want to see more of his powers.
Yeah, that's
But
what want.
I do like how
I
they
get
gave
it,
you like
though.
little hints at it, like when he completely shattered the island in the kitchen,
Yep.
and then he lost his shit, and the whole studio building like pretty much collapsed. And damn it, I want to see more of this. But I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna say it's my
Punched that
favorite
man
Marvel
head off.
thing, but
I said when he was like daydreaming and punched that dude head off.
that was
It
also
wasn't
funny.
Yeah, that was. I was like, oh shit! But then he woke up and I was like, oh okay, cool.
Yeah, so I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, man, that was I gotta say it was
It
good.
had good ratings though. I think
I think it's
because
because it was different than their typical formula. I think people was like, "Oh, this is different than usual Marvel shows or movies in general."
So, I haven't watched Welcome to Derry. I started watching it one night, but
I watched the first episode and I was like, "Did it? Oh, you haven't watched the? Have you watched the first episode?"
I watched some of the first episode.
Okay, because I'm about to say something. I don't know if you want me to spoil it for you.
I don't care. You can spoil it.
I watched the first episode. I was like, first, this shit is wild. Secondly, they just killed almost every kid they have showed in this first episode. They, dude, they all died.
So what? Do more kids come as the show go on? Like new?
I only watched the first episode, and I was like, wait.
Damn.
I'm like, did they just? Because in it, like they show the kids and it builds up over time. You might lose one in here, there, and there.
Yeah,
But like, you think in the first episode you're introducing the kids we're gonna watch throughout the whole
the
season.
whole show.
Nah,
Stranger
they killed
Things,
all
you
the
know what I
fucking
mean?
kids. They got dismantled. I was like, what? There was only one girl who survives, and then the other girl doesn't even really show up until like halfway through the episode. So
I
I'm
think
like,
that's smart.
but I was like, man,
Yeah,
he wasn't
smart.
playing.
It's attention
They got
grabber. That's some new shit.
You got to watch that shit because I was like, now I'm stuck. I'm sucked in. I'm like, damn it,
Yeah,
killed
I'm
all the
gonna
kids
finish that
already.
thing.
He ate all of them already. I'm like, damn,
Yeah, I'm gonna finish that.
it did not play. He's like, definitely hunting, but yeah, man. I gotta finish that up. But other than that, man, I really haven't watched too much else. I've been watching Bridgerton with my wife.
I think I watched the first 2 seasons. I haven't watched since.
We're about, I think there's 2-3 episodes left of season 3. But I enjoyed it with her. It's like our little show together.
It's not bad at all, bro. Because at
No,
first
it's
I wasn't
entertaining.
watching it, and then my wife was. I think she started watching like the first season, and then I was like, you just be not looking at it, but it's playing, and then I was like, huh, it's good.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm gonna watch.
The first episode too, I'm like, it's all right, and then it kept going, and then I'm like, all right, what happened next? Like, I'm like, damn it! Now my wife got me caught up in this damn show.
Yeah, bro. I'm on season 3, bro, and the beginning of episode 1 is where I stopped it, and my wife
Yeah.
don't want to watch no more. So
You don't want to watch no more?
she don't want to watch no more. She get like that though with shows, bro. Cause she watching The Boys with me. I'm rewatching it, and she's watching it for the first time. So we still good until now, but I got a feeling that before we get to this last season, she gonna be like, I don't want to watch no more. I don't know why she be doing that, bro.
Bro, I
I
can't.
don't know why she
If-
do that, man.
If I do that, decision is made within the first few episodes of the first season or
nah,
first
nah.
whatever. If I'm already 3 seasons in, even if the show goes to hell, like Game of Thrones ended, I'm still gonna watch and finish it.
Now, she finished Game of Thrones though. That was one that she finished all the way through.
Worst series ending that I could possibly think of for a show.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I got mad
wrote
when I was
this shit?
rewatching it, bro. When I was rewatching it, I was just like, man, what are y'all doing right now, bro? Like, why?
Who wrote this shit?
Come on, man.
So
And when you rewatch it, you can really see like how quickly stuff just flipped in a sense.
yeah.
Like from the end of that and then the beginning of the last season, everything just whoosh. And I was just like, yo, what the hell is, man? They did that wrong, bro.
That could be a whole episode in itself. I don't even get into that because that shit pissed me
Yeah,
off.
okay.
I'm like,
Yeah, we gonna get
you
into
have me emotionally invested in this show for 7 seasons and you just fuck it up at the end. Like,
I don't know what they was thinking. All
Man,
right, that's enough.
terrible.
Wrap this. All right, so We about to get into our favorite segment of top five. Top five, top five, top five, top
Yes,
five.
sir.
And what we doing for this top five?
So originally it was supposed to be top 5 beats. Art took the beats part and ran across all genres. So we'll top 5 biggest beats slash instrumentals of our favorite songs. So, Art, if
much.
you want to go ahead and kick this off.
All right, so we playing snippets.
Yeah, we play snippets because obviously some of the
Alright.
like we may not know. I think we probably know most
true.
of our songs, but
All right, so but this is what I got for my first beat.
that is one of the coolest intros I can think of.
Yeah, that right there.
Yeah.
That Father Scratch My Hand Part 1 from
That
Kanye
is
West.
that is a good one. That is a good one. I not gonna
Kanye
lie.
West gonna produce the hell out of a song. You know what I'm saying? Gonna
He
have them
definitely
beats
will.
Right.
I want that Kanye to come back.
Yeah, bro. We all do. We
All right,
do.
so this is one of my all-time favorite musicians, probably one of my all-time favorite songs. And I want to say the first time I heard this was on Forrest Gump when I was a kid. So we're gonna go with "All Along the Watchtower" by Jimi Hendrix.
So right now, if you listening to this, can you guess mostly what that movie is? That song is famous for in a movie.
Wait,
So put it in the comments. I'm
Yes.
saying put it in the comments for who's
Yes.
listening right now. But go, what movie though do you get that from? Like you hear when you hear that song, what movie you think of?
I always think of Forrest Gump just because they used it during his when he was fighting in Vietnam.
Yep.
And yeah, so I always think of that song. And honestly, that was one of my favorite movies as a kid. But Jimi Hendrix, I think,
classic.
is oh, definitely is. Jimi Hendrix is one. Honestly, that was just one. I could probably do a top 5 Jimi Hendrix and put his own list together with his songs. But I already got my next one up.
So I just went straight to the part that everybody known this for, and this is why the beat go hard.
Oh, man, you are on fire. Do, 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 do.
Yeah. Phil Collins in
Bro,
the
you
air
killed it.
tonight.
I'm
Phil
mad that I
Collins
didn't think
go
of that
hard,
song.
man.
I didn't think about. I'm so mad I didn't think of that fucking song. All right.
I be having random Phil Collins clips, bro, just be popping up in my feed all the time, bro. So yeah, man, shout out to Phil, man.
All right, man. I had a difficult time because Outkast has a few songs that have a hard ass beat, but this is probably one of my all time favorites. Yeah, man. One
Yeah,
of my all time favorites.
can't go wrong, bro, with that right there, man. Especially being in the band, we used to play that song all the time.
I was about to say, that goes perfect with your band history.
Yeah, bro, we used to play that all the time, man.
All right, what you got next?
Here we go.
Oh, man.
They
Your
had
top
the live
five, your
bands
top
going
five is
back
on point
then.
so far. Your top five is on point right now.
Appreciate
All right.
that. Appreciate that. Superstition by Stevie Wonder.
Yes,
For those who don't
another
know.
amazing song. All right,
Yeah.
this one's another throwback to the R&B genre.
Okay. Ooh. And share it with the people. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's one of the ones right there, bro. That's one of the ones, bro. That candy brain. Candy coated brain
We
drop.
got two more. All right, I got one. I just did a spur of the moment change of one of my songs
Okay.
because you inspired me with Stevie Wonder, but I'm taking it in a different direction.
Ah. Hold on, I'm getting there. Yeah, bro. I don't know this right here. This beat went hard. I know we was talking about him earlier, but we know the old stuff go the hardest though.
It really does. It really does.
Worst. Motherfucker never loved her.
Love me. Yeah.
Motherfucker never loved her.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
Hey, get back to that, man.
He does.
Get back to that, man, Drizzy. Come on, bro.
All right. So this is originally a Stevie Wonder song, Higher Ground.
Okay.
But I'm doing it with the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Ah, okay. No, I may be lying. I think I have heard that. I think I have heard.
Do you remember the Power Rangers movie?
That's where I heard it from. Then
It is from when they're
They heard it from.
when they're rollerblading.
yeah, that's where I heard it from. Then okay. I was like, hold on, I have heard that before. I was like, hold on, I have heard that. All right, so I'm going with. Oh yeah, we do got some honorable mentions, so I'm gonna do this one number 5. It's gonna be my number 5 right here.
I got number 5 already too. I got mine locked and loaded.
It's probably one of the greatest bands to ever exist, probably, bro.
I mean,
Isn't
it's-
they bag on this one, bro? Everybody know that, bro. That Queen. Oh, okay, but yeah, another one, "Bites the Dust" by Queen. So, "Bites the Dust." It's as simple as it is. As simple as it is, bro. It's iconic, bro. The beat is iconic.
All right, this one I gotta go with my club heads.
Okay.
I remember getting hot and sweaty, grinding up in the club back in the heyday when people actually danced.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. When I went down the rabbit hole, Missy Elliott, she has too many songs that have dope ass beats.
Oh yeah, bro. She do, bro. Cause I was thinking about her too, man. What song that was, bro? Hot Boy, like all them joints, bro. Cause Tim was going in with her back then.
Yeah. All right, what's your 2 honorable mentions?
All right, so number 6, I'm going with this right here. All right, so I want to slow it down too, and just listening to this, man, the whole song is just fire to itself, bro. But you can just come on, man. It's the Prince Diamonds and Pearls, bro.
Well, that one took me a minute because I knew the whole intro, but I'm like, wait, why is that song not coming to me? But yes.
If I gave you diamonds and pearls, it's gonna go hard, man.
All right, so this one, I'm gonna have to throw it back again because obviously the older ones are just better. And we're
This
gonna
is
go
true.
with another. I used to have fun with this one in the club.
Just give me the light.
Ooh,
Just give me the light. Just
Brad Paul couldn't do no wrong.
Just give me the light and pass it
And
Man.
it's my block.
Oh man.
All right, so I'm going with I don't know what is this considered rock, but I'm going with this beat right here, bro. This is actually one of my oldest sons, one of his favorite bands. So
This is a good song. It's a hard ass intro.
play too much as you go on, bro. They
Yeah,
make that
Arcane,
song
another
too,
show you
man.
didn't get into.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Damn. I don't understand how you couldn't get into that.
Tried, bro.
Just as you as an artist, how far did you go in the first season?
I don't even know. I would have to go back and look.
See,
That was
man,
on-
you
that was
still be
on
giving
Netflix,
nothing a
wasn't it?
chance. All right. So this is the last one of mine. I had to go with something more. So most people usually pick Shook Ones as their all-time beat, which is a hard-ass beat too.
Okay.
But I went with Quiet Storm from My Deep. It's This way it comes in like real like low when it comes in.
Yeah, real low key.
The beat has always been hard to me, and they got the storm sound in the background.
You can now that's an instrumental you just play and just vibe out to, bro. Still just
hell
riding
yeah.
around, driving, letting that junk just rock.
And they had shook ones. I was like, oh, that's another good one with the hard ass beat. But I was like, you know what? Most people usually pick that one, so I'm gonna go with Quiet Storm. But
Yeah. I ain't gonna play it, but I had Worst Behavior. No, I played that one. I had Non-Stop on here by Drake as well. But
that is a good beat. That is a great beat. I had No Letting Go on mine.
about no,
Wayne Wonder?
I didn't go. Bro, I was just thinking. I was thinking that when you played the freaking whatchamacallit, man. That song, that's one of those songs, bro, that just take you to a place. I can't remember exactly like what time frame, but I just remember when that song came out, bro. Like
I was in college when that came
everybody
out.
was
I
singing
think I
that
was in
junk.
college. But that shit came on. Everyone stopped and just danced and had a great time. And it was like
Yeah,
everything
man.
disappeared.
Wayne was in his bag, bro.
Oh, he definitely was. All right, we'll recap our
All right,
top
so
5 and 2
recapping.
honorables.
Recapping my top 5 hardest beats and 2 honorable mentions. First up, Kanye West, Father Scratch My Hands, Part 1. In the Air by Phil Collins at number 2. Number
that's a good
3, I had Superstition by Stevie Wonder. Number 4, Worst Behavior by Drake. And number 5, Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. And my honorable mention was Prince, Diamonds and Pearls, and Believer from Imagine Dragon.
I gotta say, man, that's probably one of your stronger top 5s. I think you had some good ones because I was like, damn, should have thought of some of those. All right, so my top 5 to rehash. Number 1 is All Along the Watchtower, Jimi Hendrix. Number 2 is Spotty Oddie, Doublelicious. I can never say that damn word. Outcast. Number 3 was Higher Ground by Chili Peppers. 4 was Candy Rain, Soul for Real.
That's one of my joints right there.
5 was For My People, Missy Elliott, even though she could probably have a whole list of her own. And my honorable mentions was Give Me the Light, Sean Paul, and Quiet Storm by Mobb Deep.
Nice.
That's a
Solid
strong ass
as
list
well,
there.
man. Solid list, bro. Let us know in the comments, man, what top 5s y'all want to hear.
Yes.
But until next time, man, I'm your boy Art from Art by Art LLC over on Instagram, Art by Art Creates over on YouTube. Hit your boy up. Go pre-order the Kerdoodles right now if you're listening. The link is in my bio
Yes,
on
cop those.
Instagram. Go support your boy. And yeah, go ahead, man. On you.
All right. This is Jason of J Height Art. It is j.heightart on Instagram. I haven't posted any new to you YouTube videos in a while. I'm trying to get back on that, but it's J Height Creates as well. And yeah, if or anything you want to check out my website, it's jheight.com. I got all my art on there, originals, prints, t-shirts, all that stuff. But I appreciate you guys listening.
Until next time, we out. It's your boy J and A, bro, and we are artists.
Unhinged.
We out.
And we out.